Do you think it's a red flag for a man or a woman to have mother daddy issues?
And I asked about what happened with daddy. They got something bad to say about him.
Yeah.
And I felt like whenever I would get into an argument with any of these type of women, I was taking all of the bullets for their daddy.
I want to talk to the person that has the daddy issues and that has the mother wounds. I want to let you know that you most likely date the person that wounded you.
This is an Iwegbu production.
Period. This is my favorite part of the segment. Well, I actually like everything, but it is maybe the top. And you have entered the Love Lounge with the Iwegbus. Here in a Love Lounge, we answer all of your dating and relationship and a marriage questions. So this is kind of like a free session with us, although we do relationship coaching, but this is a way for you to get insight here on our podcast. So you can email us at iwegbus1@gmail.com asking any question that you would like for us to answer. And so today's Love Lounge is, do you think a person not having a father or a mother not being present a red flag in dating? So do you think it's a red flag for a man or a woman to not have a mother or father, basically have mother daddy issues?
So when it comes to the not having a mother father present, so let's make sure we know what we're not saying. This is not they lost their parent due to some unfortunate event, that type of situation, which could still leave some wounds. Don't get it wrong.
For sure.
But I spoke about this before that, for the longest, I was dating many different women, and I kept running into women who, let's just say, weren't the best with their mouth when they talk to me, right? Verbal abuse and just so many different things. And it took me a while, but I noticed a pattern. I was like, I keep dealing with women who do not have their father in their life. There's some type of problem. And I asked about what happened with daddy. They got something bad to say about him.
Yeah.
And I felt like whenever I would get into an argument with any of these type of women, I was taking all of the bullets for their daddy.
Right. Yep.
It was coming straight for me every time. Like, hold on, this is for somebody else. It's a spirit behind what you're saying here. And so it got to a point, first off, where after my last relationship before my wife, I said, first off, I was going to date a white girl, just straight up. That's what I was going to do because I felt like I wouldn't get so much snap neck and so much mess from them. I kept on seeing white girls, and one of my homies had a white girlfriend, and anytime he wanted to do anything, she just said, okay, babe, he be gone to the midnight hour. After midnight, she didn't say nothing to him.
I just want to let you know, when you say those type of things, that literally says y'all want women that y'all can do everything on.
That's what, okay, unfortunately, that's where my immaturity was at that time.
I need you to admit
that was where my immaturity was.
Want a woman that's like, oh, you're out until 3? Yay! I'll have a meal for you.
Hey, I seen women come into, I was in retail, I used to see them come in and it'd be a dude, and unfortunately I'm looking at them like, he don't look like he got a lot, but hey, he have a white girl, he'd be like, hey baby, I want to get that new iPhone or whatever. She'd be like, yeah, babe, I'll do that. I'll just take your old phone.
And that's what you wanted.
Huh?
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of wanted that. I was like, man, dude, how did that work?
So you wanted a woman to carry
that's how I wanted for a minute. Okay, until I met you. You told me, hey, give it another chance. But I seen a pattern. I noticed something, and I said, you know what? One thing my non-negotiable is she has to have a great relationship with her father. And what I noticed was I was actually staying in longer relationships with women who had daddy issues, but the girls in between, like, because I would do this breaking up back with the girl again type of situation. The women that I would leave actually had, great relationships with their dad. And one thing I noticed about them, that they were very respectful to me, that they, spoke to me with kind words and things of that sort. But for some reason, unfortunately, I didn't love myself enough that I felt like I should, subject myself to women who did not treat me the same. So anyway, I just noticed a pattern. I said, you know what? When I get me one that actually got a good relationship with her father, then I'm a keeper. And that's when I ran into my lovely wife. All right. And one of the first things I had to ask her about was, how's your relationship with your dad? And what did you say?
I love my dad. I'm a daddy's girl.
That is right. Shout out to Mr. Lee. Real shout out to Mr. Lee. Hey, when I saw that her relationship was straight with her father, he was really in there with her. I said, thank you, Lord. I am there. So for me, I believe if that's on your non-negotiable, I'm not here to put down any woman who has a father issue. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're not someone who is wifeable or a man who has mother issues or anything like that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be someone that you should consider when it comes to it. What I'm saying is if they do have mom or dad issues, you should proceed with caution. Big time. Okay. And if it's on your non-negotiable list that you want someone who has a good relationship with their father or their good relationship with their mother, then you shouldn't sway away from that. You should say, okay, that's what it is. It's non-negotiable. This is what I'm sticking with. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I did. And I thank God that I did that.
Yeah.
Because my wife was fully aware of herself whenever she did anything wrong. She was fully aware of herself. I never felt like I was taking the pains of generational of men that wasn't in a child's life when I was talking to you. And if they do have this issue, I will say, what is their awareness like? You want to check out, what do they see the issues that they have there as well when it comes to it? But that's my opinion. If it's on your non-negotiable, they need to have their mother, father in their life. Make sure you stick to it. What you think about it, babe?
Yeah, I definitely. So to answer the question, is it a red flag? I think it is a hot pink flag.
Hot pink.
I don't think that it is necessarily a red flag. Now, the reason why I think it can be a hot pink flag is for a few things that I'm going to talk about. Now, number one, if someone is dealing with mother wounds, daddy issues, etc., it can be a hot pink flag because it's still a flag, but it can be a pink flag for two reasons. Because if this person has daddy issues, but they are fully aware that they have daddy issues, I think that's a plus, right? So you're not getting into their life exposing that to them for the first time. They already know. What does that look like? That looks like this person is in therapy for those things, right? They mama talked to them bad, they daddy wasn't there, whatever the case may be. They're in therapy, they're in personal development, they are trying to become a better person. Now, I can't stop there because I believe we are in a culture of people that know all the things that's wrong with them. I got an ADHD, I'm got this, I'm anxious, I'm that, I'm depressed, I'm bipolar, I'm this, right? So it's not enough to know. It does count, but it's not enough to know. Number two, they have to be actively getting better, right? So they are overcoming and growing. There's incremental growth. You can tell by their conversation. You can tell because things don't trigger them as much. Or if it does trigger them, they have systems that they follow, that they've learned in therapy, that they've learned in personal development. So yes, I think it's something you should proceed with caution, like you said, but I don't think that it's necessarily a red flag. Now, on the flip side though, I want to talk to the person that has the daddy issues and that has the mother wounds. I want to let you know that you most likely date the person that wounded you. So if it was your mother that wounded you, you most likely date your mom. If it was your father that wounded you, that left scars, you somehow end up dating your father. And I want you to know that because a lot of times we are not even aware why we are having these cycles, these bad dating experiences, because we have not identified the root cause of our pain, which a lot of times is the residue of scars from our parents. So go to therapy over it's not, yes, if your mama consistently talk to you bad, you know what I'm saying? Like we've talked about this on this podcast, and then you ended up dating a bunch of women that talk to you bad. Now you want to get a white girl that lets you do anything. That's not good either. And I'm not trying to just throw you under the bus. I'm just saying
it is what it is.
You're like so many men though. Yeah. You're like, and I gotta listen. Everybody in the comments, I need y'all to type safe space.
Safe space. Somebody type that right now.
I need y'all to type safe space because I feel this stirring in my spirit. I need y'all to know I love everybody. I love all races, all colors. I don't think nothing is wrong when interracial, whatever relationships, nothing, right? But I see so many men that feel like they're about to get a relief. I see so many Black men that feel like they're about to get a relief from a white woman because they feel like culturally she won't talk to them as bad as Black women do. First and foremost, you have to address that your mama was the problem. You gotta address that she talked to you bad. That's not every woman. And you just going to another race is just running away. It does not mean you healed because you have a white girl.
Come on.
It does not mean you've overcome because you have a Spanish girl. It does not mean you are winning because you're a passport bro. It means you ran. So go get healed because you are scarred by the Black woman. You're scarred by the Black man. Now you want to get a white dude. Which is fine. Go date these people, but not because you hate your own race because of your mama. That's your mama. That's not all Black women. That's your daddy. That's not all Black men. So you have to get to the root of that. Don't run away just by going to get something that feels and seems easy. No, you deal with your scars.
No, really. I think that crazy thing is, you know, people think that they're going to run away from these issues by going in and getting a different race or whatever. And typically, now there's some anomalies, but typically they run into the same old issues no matter what. Like you go run into, because really the common denominator is you.
Yeah.
You are going to pick on whatever level of healing that you're on. You're going to pick your match. I'm telling you.
Y'all better stop thinking that white and Spanish and European,
they
Italian, they crazy too.
Yeah.
They got issues too. Every race has issues. There's not a color connected to trauma.
Oh, real talk.
No, it's just like anybody can have trauma. Anybody can have wounds and scars. And so I just had to speak on that because I feel like a lot of people have daddy issues, mama issues. And there's a way to overcome. It's not running away. It's literally getting through it. And you get through it day by day by being intentional about healing.
Yes.
Go through the process. How did it feel when mama slapped you for no reason? How did it feel when daddy made you get out of the house because you're an 18-year-old, you're grown now? How did it feel that you feel like you had to join the army because you're 18 and you didn't really want to, but you didn't have go through those things and not just blame a color or a certain type of person. Heal. Heal.
Yeah, definitely, man. So if you're dealing with someone and you're dating, you're in your dating season and you know that they have those issues, man, really think to yourself, do you want that type of baggage? I was just telling somebody this the other day. I said, man, listen, it just really comes down to everybody gonna have a problem. Mm-hmm. It's can you handle their problem?
Right.
Can you actually carry that baggage? If you and if your answer is, I can deal with this for the rest of my life. Yeah. If it doesn't even get any better, then go ahead, have at it. But if you know that person is not showing that they're even trying, like the therapy and all that, then hey, I wouldn't tell you to go there. I would tell you, hey, hopefully you're not in the euphoric fog and you don't continue to move forward on those things, man. Yeah. We just telling you this. We're telling you from experience, so we don't want you to go through that, man. So, this is an Iwegbu production.
Period.
Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Yes. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Iwegbus. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.